It's a beautiful day here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're at Independence Harley-Davidson on the Riding Academy range. And today we got a 2020 Harley-Davidson FatBob. So let's take her for a spin in 5, 4, 3, 2. So we're going to try to keep this video a little bit short. What I'm going to do is go ahead and take it for a quick test ride and give you my thoughts on why I feel like the FatBob is a great alternative to riding a sports bike. Because some people are stuck on this sports bike fetish, but you got this beautiful, actually, we'll just talk about it once we get on the road. So let's get out here on the road. All right, got my helmet on, got my gloves. Got the plate. All right, let's get out there on the road. I love that startup sound. So we're here on the Riding Academy range. I'm gonna just do my couple laps. Well, one lap, just to make sure everything seems good with the bike before we take her on the road. And if it's your first time by the channel and you enjoy motorcycle related content, motorcycle reviews, anything related to motorcycles, motorcycle gear, anything like that, you're going to want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you end up enjoying this video, go ahead and do me a favor and give it a big thumbs up at the end of the video, or you can do it now, you know, I won't complain. And you're going to definitely want to go ahead and hit that bell notification button, so that way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So we're going to take the FatBob for a quick spin, and I'm going to talk to y'all about why I feel like this is a great alternative to a sports bike. So Harley-Davidson makes a couple of bikes that are on the sportier side, with the FatBob being one of the most sporty Harley-Davidsons in my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's mainly because of the way it sits, the riding position. Again, you do have forward controls on this bike, so it's going to be more comfortable than a sports bike, but it rides similar, but it has the most sport bike riding feel out of any cruiser I've ever ridden, if that makes sense, or if you kind of get what I'm saying. So the FatBob is going to have a ton of torque with a small frame and a small chassis. It's not a very large bike, but it has plenty of power, carrying the 114 motor. So it's going to be extremely fun to ride and extremely nimble. The FatBob also has a very good ground clearance. So when it comes to cornering and things like that, you're not going to have an issue. So that's what's going to give you that sportier feel, because you can actually lean this bike over and not have to worry about it. I'll show you up here. I'll take a corner. So we're going to take this corner. I'm not going to take it too fast, but you know. The bike has no trouble leaning over. It has one of the more aggressive seating positions out of all the bikes. I'd say this and the FXDR has the most aggressive seating positions out of all your Harley-Davidsons. The seat is really comfortable, but it does have some lower back or lumbar, hey, I'm not a doctor, support down low. So when you hit the throttle, you're not going to fly out of your seat. And I'll do a quick acceleration test once I turn the corner, so that way you can see what I mean as far as why this is a great alternative to a sports bike. So I'm gonna start off slow, so I could give that car a little room to go ahead of me, and then I'll just roll on the throttle and we'll see what she can do. Okay. This bike has power out the wazoo, and it makes you want to twist the throttle, and it's really good in the corners, it's good in the turns. It's just a really sporty bike, but it's still comfortable, and it's extremely fun to ride. It's really nimble. You're going to be able to lean over in the corners, as I said previously, and look at, I mean, it's sexy. It's a sexy bike. We got the performance orange with the Harley-Davidson right there. This is an amazing bike to ride. A lot of people have not ridden or rode or been on the FatBob, and if you haven't, what the heck are you waiting for? This is an extremely fun bike to ride. Oop, there's a corner again. You can make it sound extremely aggressive by throwing some pipes on here and get that Harley rumble, but that semi-sporty feel, if you know what I mean. The bike is so nimble and so fun to ride. Like, I myself originally come from riding sports bike. That's what I've ridden the majority of my life. And when I get on this, it kind of reminds me of a sports bike, but a lot more comfortable as far as the way the power's delivered, the way it actually rides, the cornering and handling, the performance. The seating position isn't necessarily sports bike, but it's a very sporty seating position and feel. And the bike just looks amazing. It is what it is. I wish there wasn't so much traffic right here. Let me fall back just a wee bit. So we're coming up onto the mini twisties, as I call them. I feel like this bike would be extremely fun to take up into the mountains or go do some twisties on. Like, you'll literally have a blast, because I'm about to have a blast on the mini twisties, and these aren't even really twisties, if you know what I mean. There's nothing but fun to have on this bike. Like, it's literally an amazing ride. It's really comfortable as far as the suspension. It's a stiffer suspension, but you still don't get that spine jarring jolt when you hit a bump. It smooths out the bumps, but it still makes sure you have a tactile feel to the road, or whatever you want to call it. You can still feel the road. So if you're a newer rider or a rider that's been riding for a while and you're trying to decide on if you want to get a sports bike or another sports bike, or do you want to switch over to cruiser, why don't you get the best of both worlds by swinging into Harley and jumping on a FatBob? This is literally the best of both worlds. It's comfortable and sporty. You can't beat that. Most Harley dealerships will be glad to let you go out and demo one. If you're in the Charlotte area, come by Independence Harley-Davidson, ask for myself or any of the salespeople there. We'd be glad to take you out on one of these babies, because we know you're gonna love it. But if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's your boy Infinite Ryda signing out. I'm about to put this baby back on the showroom floor. Make sure you check out my Instagram page. You'll see photos of all different type of bikes and things like that. And the name of the page is The Infinite Ryda. But y'all stay safe, be blessed, and get out here on two wheels, people. Love y'all. Deuces. Huh? You ain't know it was me? You ain't know this was me?
Did not know that was you.
Who you thought it was?
All your Joes are in.
My who?
All your Joes.
Oh yeah, it squeezes them.